Welcome back to Pisana Builds. Today we are working on bag number 19 of our Harry Potter Hogwarts castle. It is looking absolutely fantastic, guys. If you don't mind, could you please go down below and like and subscribe to this channel? It would be greatly appreciated. Back to this beautiful masterpiece. It is looking astonishing. From this side over here, it is nearly complete and looks fantastic from the front. It looks absolutely fantastic, guys. Look at that. And from the side, the detail is amazing. And today we're going to tackle this empty space. So, let's get started. First, let's see what we have. Okay, now that we have all of our pieces separated, let's get started. We don't need our castle just yet, so I'm going to push it to the side a little bit. We need one 3x3 and one 3x3 that turns into a 1x2. So a 3x3 and a 1x3 that turns into a 1x2. You're going to put that 1x3 on the left-hand side. Then you need two of your, you only have two of these split shelves, so kind of looks, it looks like this. It's a 1x2 that's in the middle of a 2x2. As I call it, a split shelf. And these are going to go off of the back and go into the 1x2 spot. So it should look like this. Now you need two of your 1x2s into a 1x1. And those are going to go on the seats, so to speak, of those little split pieces you just put on. And it should look like this. From the top, sides, back should be, well, sort of flat. Now I cannot sleep tonight, so I was like, I'm going to go do some Legos and then try and go back and get at least a couple hours of sleep because I cannot sleep. I don't know why, but I cannot sleep. You need two of your 1x2 bricks. So 1x2, it looks like bricks. You see that? Yeah, there we go. You need both of those with the brick side facing out. You're going to put them on each side of your 2x3 you have showing. Just like that. And I'm on my Bluetooth today, so let me know if, hopefully this doesn't come out all weird and stuff. This comes out okay. Now you need your 1x10. Your 1x12. I stand corrected. Your 1x12. You need 9 of these 1x3s, but on the flat side it has a hole. Okay? It says you need 9 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So that's all of them. And you need one of your 1x1 stoplights. So, see? 1x1. Or, it's a 1x1. On the back side, it looks like a stoplight. It's a 1x2, but it still looks like a stoplight to me. Okay. You're going to take your 1x12. You're going to flip it upside down. You're going to put your 1x1 stoplight on the end with the stoplight part going down. Then you're going to fill in with these 1x3s going all the way down. Right down the middle. once you get them all on, make sure they're all nice and straight. And you should still have 2 little spots open on the bottom of that. Like that. Then you're going to flip it over, and this is going to basically go into this. So these 2 spots that you have left over here, your 1x2 that you have left on here, is going to go right here in this 1x2 opening. So this is going to go into that opening and fasten it like that. Should look like that. You need 1 1x1 with the hole in it. So this is the 1x1 that has the hole in it. And 9 1x2s with the plus signs in them. So 1x2s with the plus sign in them. So you need 9 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So that's all of those. You're going to take, on the left side, you're going to put 4 of these. This is on, if you have this facing you, like this is on the right. And at the end, you're going to put that 1x1 with the hole facing out. So this is the right side. Right side. On the left side, you're going to continue putting those on here. Can't do it up in the air. Too fragile. And you're going to put the last one on where it's hanging off the edge. So it's going to be going on by 1x1. It's going to hang off the edge. So it's going to look like this. The left side goes all the way to the top. Right side is one short. Now you need 1 1x4 flat. 1 2x4. And 3 3x3s. So starting on the edge furthest from you. So if this is the edge furthest from you, you have it facing towards you. This is facing towards you. This is the end furthest from you. You're going to start putting those 1x3s on. You're going to do 1x3, 1x3, 1x3. Next, you're going to put your 2x4 on your left side. Okay? Left side. It's going to cover up that 1x1 gap that you have. And then you put your 1x4 flat on the right side. This is what it should look like. Okay? Now you need a brown 1x1. A 1x1 with the back to it. Here they are. A 1x1 drop down. This is a 1x1 with the back to it. Let me show you the difference. There's 2 different ones here. You make sure you get the right. Well, you're going to need both of them actually. This is the 1x1 with the back to it. See how it has like a back, like a chair? This is the 1x1 with the drop down. Okay? You need both of those. And then you need 2 1x1 with the tall backs. So 1x1s with the stoplight backs, tall backs. You can take one of your ones with the tall back. You're going to put the 1x1 brown, basically in the seat. Like, think of this as a really big chair. It's a king's chair. And you're adding a cushion to it. Then you're going to do your 1x1 drop down. So 1x1 drop down. And it's going to drop down to the right. If you're looking at the chair, it's going to drop down to the right. And you're going to put your 1x1 with the seat going up, facing the same direction. So it should look like this. On the sides, and on these 2 sides, it should look like that. Nice and flat, and 1x1 on the top. And that is going to go inside of this hole that we left right here. So it's just going to go right here. See? So now you have a 2x2 essentially on the front, and a 1x2 right here on the side. And then your other 1x2 is going to go on the front, making this instead of a 2x2, a 2x3 on the front. See that? So on the left-hand side, you have a 1x2. On the right-hand side, it's just flat. Okay? This is what it looks like. Now you need your 1x8 blue and 1x3 tan. Your 1x3 tan is going to go all the way up against the edge. So remember, this is facing you. The 2x3 is facing you. So this is going to go all the way to the back. Okay? And then in the middle of that, you're going to put your 1x8 blue. It's going to be kind of running down the strip, running down the roadway. Now you need a 1x1 tan, a 1x1 slanted top, not the full rooftop, and you need a 1x2 seat. So a 1x2 seat. So see, it's going up on the back, and it's just a 1x2 on the back. Okay. On the back side of the seat, on the right hand side, you're going to put your 1x1. And on top of that, you're going to put your half slope going to the right. Okay? Now, your seat is going to go right in front of your blue. So it's going to go right here in front of your blue runway, like that. Okay? Now you need one 1x1 brown, one 1x10 gray, and two of your 1x1 half circles. So 1x1 half circles. Okay. You're going to put your 1x10 on first, starting on the tan in front of the blue, and then going over the blue and all the way up. Okay? On the back of that, you're going to put your 1x1 brown. In front of it, you're going to put your two half circles. The button on the side of your half circle is going to face to the right on both of them. Okay. This is what you should have. All right, now you need 2 of your half rooftops and 10 of your curved blocks. I don't know what to call these. It's a 1x3 or a 1x2. No, it's a 1x3. This one, I can't even think straight. It's a 1x2. It's a 1x2 curved block. This piece right here looks like a quarter of a circle. You need 10 of those. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's all of them. Okay, on the side that the brown 1x1 is on, you're going to put your half rooftops on each side of that, sloping away from it. So sloping down. Okay, and then you're going to put these half circles on both sides, going all the way down. Okay, you're just going to put these, or quarter circles, not half circles, quarter circles. And you're going to notice that on the right side, you can only go so far because of the sticking out. When you get to this, stop, and then go to the other side. And it should be curving towards the center, the gray center. See how it's curving up and towards the gray center? And that's going to go all the way down. And this is what it should look like. Almost looks like a rocket ship. Just need the pointed top. Now we need 5 grates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be all of them that you have. You need one 1x4 flat. Your 1x4 flat is going to go over the brown on the top or the back. So your 1x4 is going to go first. Okay? Then you're going to put grates going down the rest of the way down. That's not supposed to be a 1x4 flat. That's supposed to be a 1x3 flat. I gotta move all my grates up one. It's okay. So this is for. You can't tell if it's a 1x4 or 1x3 looking in the book. It does not show you that. It just shows you a flat piece and you gotta figure it out. So we figured it out. Oh, that would be great. Right into the water in my tower. I need tweezers is what I need. Because my fingers are too big. Okay. I'm going to pop these sides off to get these other 2 off. These 2 sides are on. Now that I have the 1x3 flat on there, 1x3 flat, I can put my grates on. And the reason why I knew something was wrong was because I know it's not supposed to stick out at the end. So, there. It is no longer sticking out at the end. nice and flat. See? Ha, I did it. You need your one claw. You have a little claw. You want to turn this around to the back. This is the bottom. The 3x3, this is the bottom. Okay? So, like, this is the tower. This is the bottom. You put your claw in the center of the back of that 3x3. Oh, in the center bottom. Not in the center. In the bottom row center. Like that. Actually looks pretty cool like that. Looks very intricate. Now you need 2 of your 1x3s into 1x2s. They're going to go across the top. You need your 2 hinges, or not hinges, but the part of the hinges. And they're going to go on top of those, going perpendicular to the way that those just went on. So those went on up and down. These are going to go on side to side. Now you need 2 of your little gray tubes. You need 2 of these. You need 1 of these. Don't know what it is, but this thing. It's like a 1x2 oval with a base on it. And 1 1x2 into 1x1. Okay, if the back, this is being the back right now, is facing you, okay? You're going to put that 1x1 or 1x2 into a 1x1 on the front. And you're going to put your 2 circles going through your 2 circles on your gray oval piece. Come on, go in. There we go. And those are going to go, and that's going to go on that back one. And it should go on smoothly. I'm going to show you this real quick. Let me take this off. There's a front and a back to this. This is the front. See how it kind of protrudes out a little bit? This is the back. And see how it's flat? That flat part is what's going against this, okay? If you try and put it on the other way, it's not going to go on because of this the bottom circle right here. It's not going to let it go on all the way. It's going to go on, but not all the way. So you got to turn it around and put it that way, okay? You're going to get your 1x1 roof top and your 1x1 with the circle, the hole going through it. You're going to put your rooftop on it with the circle at the front. So the circle's at the front and the rooftop is going to the left and right. And that is going to go on this 1x1 button right here. Now you need your 2 flat plates, these right here. They're going to connect onto your hinges you put on earlier. And just lean to the middle to make a roof. The roof is on fire. Oh my goodness. Okay, you need your 1x2 claw, 2 of your little pegs, and 1 of your twisty tops. You're going to put your 2 pegs in one inside the other. You're going to put your twisty top in the bottom. So you have to flip the peg upside down and put it in the bottom. And then the bottom of that is going to go onto the 2x2. So it kind of looks like that. So it looks like this. Okay. That is going to go, on one side you see a 1x2. On the other side you see all this gap right here. On the side that has the 1x2, you're going to put this on there. Snap it on just like that. Okay? Turn it around. Okay? You want these lines right here facing you for right now. You need this really big wing. Really big wing. And now you need your 1x4 for that. Now you need it. Okay, you're going to put your big wing on here with the top of it touching the top of the roof. And then your 1x4 flat is going to go on the side. Skipping that first button. Trying to tilt these so they go in right. Because if those ones underneath it are tilted, they're not going to go in. There we go. There we go. And you still have a 1x1 sticking out right here, just so you know. Now you need your 1x1 with the eye in the front. It's not a hole, it's just a little dot. And then you need your black baton. That's what it looks like. It looks like this is the handle and it's a little baton like a police officer has and he's going to beat you with it. Okay. The small end, see how it's got the divider? The small end is going to go inside of that hole on that 1x1. Like this. It's going to stick out. Like that. Or stick up if you have it like that. Now you need one of your tubes and your brown oval. So you're going to put a brown tube on this, and it's just going to slide all the way down. And your brown oval. And that's just going to slide down. Then you're going to get 2 more of your tubies and put those on there. And just slide them down one at a time. Okay? Then you need one of your brown buttons, your light brown buttons, and then I'll call this a Lego head because it looks like a Lego head, just doesn't have a face on it. You need your Lego head, okay? You're gonna put the button on first, slide that down, and then you're gonna put that Lego head on there. On top of the Lego head, you're gonna put your short roof. It's gonna go in here like this. And now you're going to put your small roof on top of that. And now you're going to put one of your twisty tops on. Like that. So this is what you should have. Okay. Okay. Now you need 3 of your pegs and 1 twisty top. So you're going to stick your 3 pegs together. Flip it upside down and put your twisty top in the bottom. That is going to go in this hole right next to the other tower. So you got a little tiny tower next to the bigger tower. And this Lego is going to go right here, okay? So you're going to put this on, just like this. And this can turn. This you want to be facing about over the corner of this. So it should look like that. This is what it should look like. Okay. Now we're going to put this on Legos. It says... This 2x2 and 2x2, so a 2x4 essentially on the bottom, is going to go in this little hole right here. Let's see what the book has to say. You might think the main tower will be the tallest point of the Hogwarts castle, but it's actually the astronomy tower. So this is the astronomy tower, guys. This is the astronomy tower. And we are finished with bag 19, just like that. Let me pick this up so I can show you all our wonderful progress. Here's the front of Hogwarts. Turn it. The architecture is fabulous. Okay, so the astronomy tower is done. Okay, guys. We got 3 bags left. 3 bags. Hang in there with me. We got 20, 21, and 22. And then we will be done with Hogwarts. Can you believe it? I know I can. You have 3 extra pieces in this one. You have a brown button, a dark brown 1x1, and one of your little pipettes. Put those in the spare parts pile. Move my little tool back over there too. Okay? Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.